My supervisor brought up that one of my colleagues said she'd heard me purging in the bathroom. I am outraged. Screw it. This is ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't care. I know best and this is my journey, damn it. Body dysmorphia is still a thing. Whether I was 10 pounds lighter, 10 pounds heavier, or the weight that I am. Everyone's journey is freaking unique. Hi warriors, it's Hannah here and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be another sort of informal sit down chat, so grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I've got myself a very explosive mug cake and yeah, let's just have a conversation. Today I want to talk about thin privilege and my experiences recovering into a socially acceptable thin ideal. Basically, I uploaded a video not too long ago about what I eat in a week and how I eat everything but still stay lean. Basically, half of you said that this was the best video I've ever made. The other half was too pissed off to get past the title. Obviously, that title pissed off a few people and I totally understand that. And that was really not my intention. It was just me sharing my own experiences. But I do want to add a little note saying that the things I talked about still apply to everyone, whatever body you recover into. If you start eating more, your metabolism will speed up. Your body will leave that starvation mode. And your energy will no longer just be used for survival. So those things still apply, but obviously not everyone will recover into society's ideal body type. Some people will overshoot their weight, some people will just have a naturally higher set point weight, and I just want to say that those things too are perfectly okay, no matter what society tells you. Obviously, personally, that wasn't my experience, but there's some channels out there that do talk about this, so think Alice Olivia or Stephanie Buttermore. Definitely check out their channels if you want to find out more about overshoot. Personally, I recovered into a thin body. Society's ideal. Great. Whilst I'm not denying that I have thin privilege, I don't think it's all perfect to recover into this body. First off, body dysmorphia is still a thing, whether I was 10 pounds lighter, 10 pounds heavier, or the weight that I am. Whatever body you recover into doesn't determine your mind and your thoughts. So in that way, my recovery, my position now, isn't necessarily easier than that of someone who may have gained more weight than I have. Weight isn't the be-all, end-all. It's just one tiny fraction of the equation. And mindset, I think, is what really, really matters. You can't necessarily see if someone has an eating disorder just based on their appearance. Likewise, you can't really see whether or not they're recovered based on their appearance. Eating disorders are a mental illness, not a body type. There are many kinds of eating disorders, and you can't determine which person has what eating disorder just based off their appearance. You can't judge the severity of their eating disorder just based off of their appearance. And you can't judge how far they are in their recovery just based off of their appearance. Body types, genetics, it's all quite unique. And yes, we do live in a society that normalizes disordered eating, that normalizes unhealthy, thin bodies, and where even health professionals might urge people to eat less and diet to be healthy. Also, because being overweight is always so demonized by society, they've now introduced calories onto the menus of restaurants, and I think this is ridiculous, especially with restrictive eating disorders being on the rise and overweight actually being generally healthier than being severely underweight and protective of certain diseases. I am outraged. This is ridiculous. Also, having these calories on menus isn't necessarily going to help people that are trying to be healthier, because to a lot of people, these numbers are literally just that. Numbers without a lot of meaning. To people with an eating disorder, they can be tremendously triggering. I don't get it. I don't get it. Society is so geared towards promoting eating disorders and toward demonizing weight gain, and it's time to change things. It honestly is. Because everyone's journey is freaking unique. Eating disorders should never be encouraged. But this is the society that we live in, and it's the society that we have to deal with, and it is our own recovery and our own path that we have to keep in mind, always, in spite of everything else that's going on. To anyone that has ever doubted whether they were ill enough or worthy of recovery, or whether they deserve to get better, yes, you do. Everyone does. And it's so important to regain health, get back to your set point weight, and embrace that weight, no matter what it is. It's scary to start eating again, but so much scarier to be stuck with the eating disorder for the rest of your life. Personally, I do know that I'm healthy. My parents are thin, my other relatives are thin, my sister has a pretty similar BMI to me, and she's never had an eating disorder, and my parents never had an eating disorder. So I know I'm healthy, but then I do get comments of people saying, well, you're thin. You can't be in the eating disorder recovery community because you're still thin. You're triggering. Even if you say you're recovered, you can't be here because your body's telling a different story. Some people even go as far as telling me that I'm not recovered. During my supervision at work not too long ago, my supervisor brought up that one of my colleagues had mentioned to him that she'd heard me purging in the bathroom. First, I was just so shocked, so surprised, that I couldn't even say anything in response. Then all I could say was, no, I'm fine. I didn't even deny the fact that I had purged in the bathroom, even though I've never compensated for eating in that way, even during my eating disorder. And after that conversation with my supervisor, I just felt a bit frustrated. It's horrendous how people just have these assumptions about you just because of your past, or because of your appearance, or because of their own preconceptions. And obviously this colleague must have just been looking out for me. It might have just been, done out of the goodness of their hearts. But it pissed me off. People are always assuming. They always will be. Whether you're thin, you fall into that average range, you're a bit bigger, you're a bit taller, you're a bit shorter, it honestly doesn't matter. People will always judge. People will always have opinions. And at one point or other, you just have to say, screw it. I don't care. I know best, and this is my journey, damn it. It's a bit silly, really. It's not. Everyone is on their own journey, and it's really important to focus on your own journey and to stop comparing yourself to others. I know I really struggled with this during my recovery. I would compare myself to literally everyone. But everyone is unique. Everyone has their own needs. And you will only learn to love yourself and properly take care of your own body if you focus on yourself and on your own journey. Anyway, that brings me to my next point. Because some of these comments maybe, or because of society's ideals or because of my own thoughts, I am actually trying to gain some weight. Why? Will it make me happier? To be honest, I don't know. I would like to gain some muscle, some fat. I don't care. I want to gain a bit of weight. Not because I'm not recovered at this point, not because I'm not healthy at this point, but just because, why not? And as I said, I don't know if it will make me any happier. Chances are it won't, but I want to do it just because I can, and it's a challenge. But I'm trying to approach it in a healthy way. I'm trying to approach it in a way that is encouraging and not breaking myself down, because that's never the right way to go about it. My recovery has always felt like it's been questioned by people. Other people who might have recovered into bigger bodies might have had different concerns. People might have tried to hinder their recovery, telling them, oh yeah, you need to stop now. And equally, I think that is horrendous. No one should ever do that. But just because I've recovered into a smaller body does not mean that my journey was necessarily the easiest. And it's just really silly to assume these things about other people, because recovery is going to be hard. It's the hardest thing I have ever done, and it will be difficult no matter what. Anyway, I just wanted to have a mug cake, have a little chat, and I was wondering about all of you guys and your experiences. How has your recovery been? What has your weight journey been like? And how have you experienced this? How has diet culture, fat shaming, or even thin shaming affected your mindset today? Also, if you want to know more about my weight gain journey, I did upload a video several months ago, but it's very outdated now. Definitely let me know with a like and a comment below, because I might go into it in a future video as well. Yeah. Enjoy your snack. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next week for another video. I have downed most of this pint glass in one go.